out. And looks as if it's going to be an outswinger. Everybody else is still on the goal line now. One player makes a run to the near post. Massey comes away. He's unmarked, comes onto it, doesn't get the solidest connection. Stabbed header away there from McJanet, put back in, and again the offside flag was up. But clearly a worked move, and nobody went with Massey there, Sean.
No one is.
Doyle works it in there under the feet of Murray. Murray finds Markey. Nice ball down the line to Brown. We know how dangerous he can be. Puts a cross in the box, that's deflected, takes the pace off it, and well hacked clear by Joe Thompson. Jim McGonigal battling there with O'Reilly, but the centre half comes off the winner. One finds its way to McGonigal, but first touch is heavy, does well to rescue it with the second one. And Lafferty tidies up, finds his captain for this evening, Kieran Harkin. Harkin and Cole exchange passes, and now Harkin has a bit of room to operate going forward. Lifts the ball over the top looking for Akintunde. Akintunde runs the line, but that's great covering defence by Dane Massey. Clears the danger. Danny Lafferty brings it down his chest, stands on the ball, nearly gets robbed there. But Kieran Cole comes onto it, plays it across the right hand side to McJanet. McJanet finds Boyce, as we say. He's tucked in more centrally this evening. Finds Jack Malone. Malone a couple of steps forward and then tries the early ball looking for McGonigal. Nearly gets to McGonigal, lifts it over the top of the keeper, but can't control it over the top. But there, his first sniff of a goal chance, Sean.
Yep, good effort. But he's adapted the right back position very, very well. He's always been comfortable with the ball, and I think he got to be in the modern fullback now. He's got to be comfortable with the ball, and you can see that he's had a terrific start this season. And long may it continue for him.
So Jim McGonigal breaks away, flashes in the shot first time, straight at the keeper, but the first shot on target in the game. He just opened up for him and much on it, and it breaks away to Nathan Yardside for a goal kick. He takes it short out to Cameron McJanet. McJanet, the Derry centre half, as we said, operating in the middle of the three this evening. Owen Toll and Junior ruled out. Back in with Kieran Cole. Cole back to Kieran Harkin, who captains the side this evening. He drops deep, flicks it across the man we've just been talking about, Ronan Boyce. Mark Doyle thinks about going and tightening up on him, but he just doesn't know whether to pick up him or Joe Thompson. And then Derry work it down the right hand side. Lifted over the top there by Boyce again. McGonigal tries to make it awkward. McGonigal one-on-one with the keeper, breaks awkwardly for Evan McLaughlin, can't get the shot away, plays it back on the McGonigal. McGonigal on the edge of the box, lays it into McLaughlin, just not enough space there, breaks nicely to him, gets the shot away but on the weaker foot and just bounces into the keeper's hands. But another half chance for the home side, Sean. And again, Rory spoke during the week about he likes him as a player because he's brave, he'd come, he'd look for it, he'd look to take it into dangerous positions. And you need that, particularly when you're playing at home, Sean, and teams are going to set up to frustrate you. You need players to play that pass that sometimes mightn't come off. I'll bring you in once that James McGonigal tries to get away from his man in the box, and I think he tried to square it to James there but got his angles wrong and straight into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, he scuffed it a wee bit there.
Gary Deegan trying to organise his defensive line. Danny Lafferty being picked up by Dane Massey. Evan McLaughlin drifts this one in. It's in the Forrester players. Boyce gets the header onto it. Gary Deegan takes it out from underneath the hands of his keeper James Akintunde. Thought it was going out for a corner, and it does go out for a corner, but left hand side. And again, Jake Hyland had drifted out there, plays it under Ronan Murray, drop deep. Hyland the captain wants it again. Derry make it awkward for them. That's really good from Boyce. Derry drive forward now through Thompson. Thompson, the early ball, looks for McGonigal, breaks the McGonigal inside the 6-yard box, can't get it under control. Well, break from McGonigal with the goal on his home debut. 7 minutes before the break, Jamie McGonigal, it looks as if he's gone too wide. Lovely touch on his right hand side, brought it in and then fired it past the Drogheda keeper. And the Candy Stripes take the lead after 38 minutes on the clock. We're just seeing the replay in front of us, Sean. Lovely ball drifted into the back post.
Yeah, lovely. It actually came from Ronan Boyce's pressure. He early on, he's pressed the ball, he's won the ball, and he's laid it off to Jack Malone, who's then obviously put a lovely diagonal ball. It's perfect. And good control, touch and finish from Jamie, who's looked very, very lively all game for me.
Yep, Sean talked in the early stages about McGonigal coming off the shoulder. Good ball down the channel, but well read by the captain, Kieran Harkin, who tidies it up and plays it back to Yardside. And if you're the manager of Derry City, you just are trying to get the half-time at 1-0, Sean.
I think they'll be delighted with that. I think over the last 20 minutes they've turned the screw a wee bit in Drogheda, and they've started asking a lot more questions, and we're playing higher up. And it's paid off. I think, and I think in Drogheda they'll be desperate to see the half-time once as well to get in and get a chat and regroup.
Derry trying to switch the angle, find Lafferty with the ball in the box. That's Purdo, finds the chest of Massey, breaks nicely to McLaughlin and then falls somehow to McGonigal. Flashes, gets the shot, and as you say, that half turn is there, Sean, and
it's there,
the confidence.
He's playing, he's got a bit of confidence. He can 20 minutes, he maybe have through a bit of instruction. They push on him and not allow him time and space, and since that happened, they've really struggled to put their foot in the ball.
3 minutes of added time.
So 3 minutes of additional time signalled by the fourth official just in front of us, Kieran Cole. Derry's left-hand sided centre back in this back three this evening. He finds McJanet into Harkin, the captain. And Derry just happy to press and probe and wait Drogheda to come on to him and then try and find the gaps. Again, they try and find McGonigal. Fabulous control from him. Brings it in. That gets a warm round of applause from the Derry support. They find Harkin right-footed out that right-hand side. Finds Boyce. Boyce looks up, gets the early ball in. Well read by Deegan, but it only breaks in Thompson. Thompson with the first-time shot. Stings the hands of the Drogheda keeper. It just fell for him nicely. It was a miss. There you go back to Nathan Gartside. The floodlights on the Brandyville. We're starting to head into August when that happens. Evan McLaughlin does well, gets a yard of space over on the far side, squeeze into Lafferty round the corner, but that should be easily read by O'Reilly. Flicked on there by Phillips, but breaks into Harkin again. A second misplaced pass in this half by Harkin allows Markey to come onto it. The captain hasn't started well in the second 45. Drogheda come down this left hand side, this time through Massey, has Kane in front of him, but he goes infield. That's a lovely ball. Phillips loses his footing, plays it back to Markey. Markey will get the shot away. Nathan Gartside at full stretch and brings under control, but Drogheda's best effort of the game, Sean. Seems stuck for a pass, eventually gets away to Markey. Markey playing with his head up. Doyle drifts in behind the Derry defenders. That's good, but it breaks, and Harkin does well, clears the danger. Doyle did just a clever push in the back at Jack Malone to get a half a yard of space, but Derry now can break themselves through McGonigal. He has Thompson on the overlap. What a run by Thompson. Thompson drives forward up the edge of the box. He'll fancy the shot from here. Flashes one on straight in at the Drogheda keeper, cleared away by Daniel O'Reilly, but lovely play in there from Jane McGonigal. And then Joe Thompson coming on to it. We know that he likes the shot, got that one away. The Odusumu got down, but it's still pinging about in the Drogheda box now. Breaks to Doyle. Thompson got a shot away, well saved by the Drogheda keeper, but Derry, having started slowly in the second half, are starting to play themselves back into the game, or back into the second half. That's a poor enough ball from Malone, but again, good play from McGonigal, nearly gets him to and on it. Great clearance out, finds Markey. Markey drops the shot. Lafferty. No real options for Brown at the minute. Markey the most obvious, but Lafferty tracking him every step of the way. They throw it in field, find Corcoran. Corcoran tries the overlap, or the offload, but that's well read by McJanet. Drogheda still have possession through Doyle. Doyle's the nutmeg, drives into the 6 yard box, tries to get the shot away, hits the side netting for Drogheda. Saw the side to go. I think Phillips wanted it inside the 6 yard box, Sean, but Doyle took the shot on in the quadrant. Derry have Cameron McJanet on the 6 yard box, Jane McGonigal in right on top of the keeper. Jack Malone goes short. Now they go to the near post. That's over the top of everybody. It's up in the air looking for Ronan Boyce. Boyce gets a header. It's flicked away from Deegan. Thompson! What a shot from Thompson. What a save by Odusumu. The keeper, point blank save. He would have seen that very, very late.
Good point blank save.
Yeah, anywhere but straight at the keeper. You'd be thinking that would be 2-0, but the keeper was in the right place at the right time, palmed it up and over the bar. There you have another corner from this far side. They drifted across. That seems behind McGonigal. Breaks out there, breaks to Lafferty, shouts a handball. Lafferty 2-0. Seemed to be on his weaker foot, but he prodded it in, kisses the badge. He's delighted. So they're right on top of the keeper, whereas everyone else is on the 18 yard line. Evan McLaughlin drifts it in. They look for McGonigal, but Cameron McJanet gets his header on this one, can't control it, well up over the top. So Barnes stand. So Eri stands over this one. There you have 2 players inside the 6 yard box. Danny Lafferty peels away this one into there's a near post, and again the keeper flashes at it, flashed in there, seemed to hit James Akintunde.
It looks like it's hit James' eyes. I don't think there's anything to do about it, but it's been drilled at him.
But again, static, and the ball runs out, allows the visitors to have a throw in. Kevin Doherty again exchanging conversation with Tom Clancy in the stand here to see should they launch another change from the bench. Darren Cole sets off on a run, puts the ball in the 6 yard box, but nobody there. Bastieri makes a run in to try and close James Brown down. Poor ball out from Brown, breaks out to Lafferty. Will he fancy another? He does fancy another. What a goal from Danny Lafferty! What an absolute strike from him!
It's not a nice feeling to be in the situation that the Drogheda's on, you know.
They're away from home. Markey, that's a work ball. They try and find Corcoran. Corcoran around the corner. Doesn't get the touch on it. They go down. Half a shout for a penalty there.
Half a shout there. I don't think there was much contact there though, but that was well. It was actually well.
Forward from Thompson, bounces awkwardly. And again, the pitch not helping anybody here. People slipping and sliding all over the place. James Brown runs into Eri. Eri does well. Physical presence, holds him off, and then holds off Darren Markey. Slipped roll in for Danny Lafferty. Will Lafferty fancy going himself? Cuts it back in there to Will Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald takes a touch, goes the wrong way, tries to get back, cuts it in. Off the inside of the post for Will Fitzgerald. What does he have to do to score? It looked as if he butchered